So the next section that we'll start on is sleeves, and this is in chapter 14. We will actually be drafting the cap sleeve and the dartless sleeve. So there is an introduction on page 302, which shows sleeve variations and designs in this graphic, and then talks about your set-in sleeve. So this first portion of the sleeves, these are all set-in sleeves. And then you have sleeves without seams as shown. This is a version of the kimono. And then you have your action sleeves, which are sewn a different way, such as like your t-shirt and sweatshirt sleeves, because they're put together flat. Moving to page 303 talks about sleeve terminology, which is very important. So your sleeve cap, your notches, your cap height, which is the distance from your biceps to your sleeve cap, your grain line, which is running through the center of the sleeve. You have an elbow dart, the elbow length, and then your wrist level. And then the book talks about quartering your sleeve. So these red lines indicate your sleeve being divided into 4 even sections, which we will see demonstrated when we do our dartless sleeve. And this is called quartering the sleeve. Also your notches, very important to make sure you're transferring your front notch, which is indicated by 1 notch, and your back notches, which are indicated by a double notch, to each of your patterns, no matter what sleeve design you're drafting, just to make sure that you have a guideline for putting this back together when you sew up your sample. Looking at the bottom, so you'll see elbow dart variations. The sleeve that we drafted from the book has the single elbow dart. There are some with a double elbow dart. And moving on, it talks about the cuff, how to take the personal measurement for the cuff, how to trim down the cap for fit, and the shoulder, just for a personal fit, and for shoulder pads. How to draft different shirt cuffs, so a cuff with a fold, a self-face cuff, and all the drafting measurements. A contoured cuff, which would be more fitted at the wrist and then open up, usually for your blouses. And then the slash and spread technique for the sleeve.